I thought I was tired of life. I thought I had reached my breaking point. Then I met a boy whose life was stolen early, and somehow he still smiled. That day in Lagos, I wasn't searching for inspiration. I was barely surviving myself. Life had been punching me non-stop. Financial pressure, regrets, unanswered prayers, deadlines, chasing me like debt collectors. Everything felt loud. The sun was hot and unforgiving. My head was banging. There was noise everywhere. Lagos does that to you. People rushing. No one was looking twice. Everyone was fighting their own battle. And sympathy? Sympathy is a luxury most people can't afford. Then life paused. Not because of the traffic, not because of the drama, because I saw him. He wasn't shouting. He wasn't begging. He wasn't calling attention to himself. Just one young man sitting quietly in a rusty wheelchair. The wheels were bent, shaky, and squeaked each time he tried to move. It sounded like pain announcing itself. His legs were painfully thin, twisted in a way that told a story long without words. A story of sickness, poverty, and neglect. On his lap was a small tray, sweets, chewing gums, biscuit, cheap phones, accessories. Nothing fancy, nothing profitable, just enough to survive another day. People often walked past him like he was invincible. Some avoided eye contact, some stared for a second, others walked away quickly, uncomfortably, as if disability itself was contagious. He wasn't begging, he wasn't disturbing anyone. He was just existing quietly, patiently. Something in me stopped. I walked closer, bought something I didn't need, just an excuse to stay. Then I asked softly, "How are you doing, my friend?" He looked up and smiled. Not a big smile, not a forced one, just a small smile, heavy with untold stories. That was how we started talking. He told me he could sing, he could dance. Yes, dance. He was funny. He could entertain people if only someone would give him a chance. Then he laughed shyly and said something that shattered me. But people don't see me at all. All they see is the wheelchair. That line broke me. They don't see the human being. They don't see the talent. They don't see the dreams. All they see was the wheelchair. They see disability before humanity. I asked what happened. He went quiet for a while. Then, almost like a whisper, he said, "Polio, since I was 7. He told me how the fever began, how his parents thought it was malaria, how they tried several herbs first, how the hospital came too late. He said he woke up one day and couldn't walk anymore. Then he said something that stabbed me to the chest. They don't have money. They didn't know what vaccine is. They didn't know that one small drop could have saved me. One drop, one vaccine. That's all it would have taken. Polio is preventable. Polio has a vaccine. Polio should not be crippling our children in 2025. But poverty is expensive and ignorance always charges extra. What hurt me the most wasn't his condition. It was his spirit. He wasn't angry. He wasn't bitter. He wasn't begging for sympathy. He carried his dignity like armor. He told me how children often mock him, how adults avoided him, how people look at him like his life was already over. Then he said something I will never forget. "My leg doesn't work, but my life is not finished." Read that again. While many of us with working body complain endlessly, this young man, paralyzed by polio, still believes his story isn't over. Moral lesson: polio is not a story from the past. It still exists. It still paralyzes children. It still destroys future, especially in poor communities. And all it takes is one vaccine to prevent it. When I stood up to leave, he said quietly, "Don't feel pity for me. All I need is opportunity." I walked away with tears in my eyes because while I was complaining about my life, this young man was sitting under the Lagos sun with broken legs and unbroken spirit, fighting a battle he never asked for. So please, see the people you ignore. Educate someone about polio vaccination. Support people living with disability with respect and not pity. And always vaccinate your children. No child deserves to lose their future to something so preventable, because there are thousands of that young man out there with their wheelchair, with their dreams and courage, still fighting a battle they never asked for. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share and subscribe. My name is Stanley Chooks, aka Advance, aka Pink, a fine boy.